Good morning. I want to talk about something today that is pretty important, and a lot of us we don't really like this subject a lot, and there's a reason because it's about taking responsibility. Look, everything in our life, where we are right now, is because of what we've done. Look, we could say it's your ex's fault. We could say it's your old company's fault. We could say it's even your kids' fault. Oh, if I didn't have kids, I'd be doing something else with my life. Look, bottom line is where you are is because of you. And I think responsibility is truly the key to success. And I want you to think about just the word itself, responsibility. They don't call it reactionability, they call it responsibility. And why? Because it gives us the ability to respond to whatever happens in our life, good or bad. It gives us the ability to respond to success. It gives us the ability to respond to adversity. It gives us the ability to respond to negative people. It gives us the ability to respond to positive people. So just think about the word itself, responsibility. It gives us the ability to respond to the events in life that happen. One of the strongest things I ever learned many years ago, and I'm not that young of an individual anymore, but many years ago, I learned probably to take the strongest 18 letters in the alphabet and put them together to form one sentence. Now listen to me carefully. If it's to be, it's up to me. Now that is a small sentence that carries a lot of weight. If it's to be, it's up to me. See, that's responsibility in a nutshell. Whatever is going to happen in my life is up to me. I'm the one responsible for it. I'm the one that's got to take charge of it. I'm the one that's got to take ownership of it. If more of us took ownership of the things we've done in life, do you know how easily it would be to fix certain things in life? Whether it's the job, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a family member, whether it's your children. If we just took ownership of where we screwed up. Look, apologies are great. I want someone that takes ownership of what they've done. I want someone that truly has action behind them and say, look, yeah, I screwed up, but let's do this. Let's get this. Let's fix this. Let's go here. That's what you're looking for. I want to be surrounded by people that understand responsibility, not just shove it down on the ground and say, well, I'm just going to go on to the next venture. I'm going to go on to the next person and just say, I'm just going to walk away because I don't want to face what I've done. Look, responsibility is a scary thing when you got to look at the man in the mirror and say, I screwed up. I did. I screwed up. It's on me. Boy, talk about maturity. That's when you realize, God, I've got to fix this, and it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. Look, we can't change our circumstances, folks, but let me tell you who we can change, ourselves. We change us. We change our thinking. We change our actions. We change everything about us. And that's taking responsibility. When you realize things aren't working in your life, you change you. You change your thoughts. You change what you're doing. You change how you're doing it. You change your circle of friends. You change the people you look to. You change the people you confide in. Look, change is a major part of responsibility. You're never going to take complete ownership for you and your life if you don't understand the value of change. Lou Holtz once said, and it's probably one of my favorite quotes by Lou Holtz, he said, the man who complains about the way the ball bounces is usually the guy that dropped it. And I want you to think about that. We all complain about things, and when we really go back and look at it, we have to understand it was our fault. I'm the guy that screwed up, but it's easy to fall into that disease of blame-itis. It's easy to fall into that thing that's going to deteriorate everything we believe in and stand for, blame-itis. It's amazing that when we completely take responsibility for our actions, how much our life changes, how much we can get back in our life, how many things that we've lost that we can get back in our life, just from taking responsibility. It's a scary thing, folks, because it means you have to grow up. It means you have to take on responsibility that I need to be different. I posted a quote the other day that said, when you're pointing one finger at somebody, be very aware that you got three more, these three, pointing right back at you. Let me tell you what that means. It's 3 times more your fault than it ever is anybody else's. And when you can live with that, and look, I can. Everything in my life, I take credit for, especially the bad things. I'm a big fan of being the guy that says, my fault, I'll fix it. My fault, I'll fix it. My fault, I'll fix it. And the reason I do that, folks, even if I can't fix it, I'm going to give everything I can to fix it. I'm going to give everything 110% of me to fix it. Because once I make that declaration, my fault, I'll fix it, now it's in my control. It's not in anyone else's control. I'm not leaving it for chance. I'm not leaving it for someone else to come along and hopefully take care of a situation that I have control of. And as long as I have control of it, as long as I'm taking the responsibility, I'm the guy that can go out there and put forth the effort. Again, this is a subject that a lot of people don't want to hear because we're so used to it's his fault, it's her fault, it's the sky's fault, it's the weather's fault, it's my car's fault, it's my boss's fault. Get rid of it, folks. Trust me. Sit down today and make a decision that everything that goes on in your life, good or bad, you are going to own. You're going to own it. You're going to take 100% responsibility, and if it needs to be fixed, you're going to do whatever is necessary and whatever it takes to fix it because you and you alone have that responsibility.